Erudi, an ancient land where gods walk among men. A living, breathing high fantasy world that we want to put into your hands. But we cannot do this alone. In order to bring you back to what tabletop is all about, combat, exploration, adventure, we need your help to bring it to life. By supporting us on Patreon, you can support this project and the cast of Moonskull, with our promise that we will answer to the only people that matter. You. Legend Seeker. Your legend starts here. Forge your path. Shape your destiny.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Masks of Nyarlathotep. I am your most esteemed keeper of arcane lore and most humblest keeper of arcane lore, Moss, and these wonderful people are our investigators. We are short a Nomi for now. I think she is so busy. She's like, from what I understand, she's very constipated from the taco festival that she was just attending. I don't know.
It's not work the opposite way.
Yeah, well, you would think, but the queso, man, that just, it stops you right up. It's kind of like a yin and yang type situation. You got to really balance it out.
Did she just have a milkshake cup full of queso with one of those big straws?
A big straw. It's one of those big
I actually
straws.
have a question about that taco thing, Moss.
Yes.
Why are you humbly gay?
Well, it's better than being proudly gay. Or
You
is
know,
it?
that might get you in trouble.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Pride goeth before the fall and all that stuff. Hello, investigators. Let's just go around the horn and see just how everybody is doing. Let's start with our most undersea cast member. Shark, how are you?
Well, I'm doing actually quite well today. I do fear that Yang is probably not doing very well. You know, the whole mentally raped and stuff like that. It's a great time, really great time. But you know, it's a holiday season. I've got my eggnog just for this occasion, despite the fact that brings me over my calorie count this evening. But you know what? I shall do it anyway. So yeah, no.
Yeah, you got to let your hair down every once in a while, Shark. Drink that eggnog. Yes. You know, hire that stripper. Snort that line. Whatever you got to do, man, just do it. You got one life. And actually, I don't suggest any of those things, except the eggnog. I'll back the eggnog. But speaking of backing eggnog and buying strippers, JT, how are you?
Fantastic, Moss. Fantastic. I can't wait to go on this adventure and get killed.
I can sense the sincerity.
I actually was thinking that I have a good Julian has a good prescription for a shark. Since he's down, I should get him some yak groin because it's good to keep the yang up. Anyone who's ever seen that movie.
All right, well, speaking of keeping things up, I don't know. Is that the best transition for you, Dave? Dave, how are you?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Christmas. And you know what? I had something nice come in the mail this week. I went and I got my calendar of Sailor Moss and Sailor Nugget.
That's hilarious.
I absolutely love that. You have to send me the link to that.
Show you the nice little December calendar.
Wait.
Of them together.
Wait, you have literally have a calendar?
It is a literal calendar with 12 months worth of pictures of Moss, Sailor Moss, and Sailor Nugget.
My God.
And
so
that
good.
is how you do a Christmas present, Moss.
Wow.
You ever want to know?
You're gonna have to. I know you sent me. It's a link the same as before because I need to buy one. Sweet.
Yep, the link is on there so that you can buy one. I sent one to you and Chrysanth and Erudi, and
I
if
can't
anybody
believe
else
that's the
wants the
thing.
link, you can actually ask me for it, and I will be more than willing to send it to you. But it is delicious, and I am so looking forward to Christmas. And probably you not being able to kill me again, even though I've tried so hard.
Hey, we're
Tried
taking it easy.
so hard.
We've got the kid gloves on for the first little bit. Because we want to make sure that you get a good feel for the setting, for the tone, for the characters, for just the overall ambiance, the je ne sais quoi, as it were, of this campaign. But I mean, you know, you guys might get into some trouble. You're getting deep into the woods now. Deep into the woods. But speaking of getting deep in the woods, encountering mountain men and old wizardly people, Frost, how are you?
I don't understand Italian, so I don't know any of those things you said earlier. I'm doing great. I'm pulling people out of my driveway and sending them on the way with a kick in their butt because they're idiots and don't know how to drive on ice, even though they live in a state where it's always icy. But other than that, I'm looking forward to, you know, whatever the hell is going to happen to us on this trail to Puno. I don't remember.
Puto.
Yeah.
It's
close
on
enough.
Lake Titicaca, and I know that.
Yeah.
Definitely Puto.
All right. Well, I do need to get us started off. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting a message. It says, I am here, but whoever is here is also muted.
Yes, Moss, I am here.
No, you guys can
Oh, I hear that.
There
we
she
can hear
is.
you.
I hear it.
No.
Can
Nice.
can the chat hear you? Everybody, can you hear Nomi?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
You're very, very
Wish he was
quiet.
better a second
Very
ago.
low.
Well, okay, I was asleep like 20 minutes ago because I forgot to take my nap that my doctor prescribed me that I have to have a daily nap. And then here comes little old Moss like, hey, we're going to hang out. Hope you can make it. I'm like, okay, I can do it because I'm doing it for Moss. And then I get here and then I see Moss is cheating on me with 12 Days of Christmas with Chrysanth. And I'm like, you know what? This isn't even worth it anymore. Like, I'm tired. I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad. You know, Nomi, I'm sure that everybody in the chat can see that you're not on cam. You're wandering around across the globe and sleeping at odd hours. What are you doing?
No, I just haven't had my nap. I was going to bed early and then I forgot. And I was like, oh no.
Okay.
Because like I said, my doctor says I need to have my daily naps. And this is not a joke.
Kindergarten teacher told me that I had to have daily naps too, and I didn't listen to her either.
Damn it,
This
I
is
need
my
to go to a doctor and get a
Yeah.
prescription for a nap.
No, this is legit. Like my doctor said, you have to have daily naps. I'm like, oh, well, can I get that in paper so I could give it to my boss? Because if I can have a midday nap at
Siesta.
Is it a
11.
siesta?
Yeah, I guess you can call it a siesta, but like that'd be cool if I could just hide in this little office at 9 o'clock and just sleep for 3 hours. That'd be great
Yeah.
with
yeah.
getting paid. But anyway, no, I'm doing good. I had a little bit of trouble. My iPad wasn't working, so I bust out the big guns with someone's laptop I found.
Someone's laptop I found. Well, I'm gonna need for you to DM me the name of your specialist because your boy is very sleepy right now, and I had a nap and God knows how long. So, that being said, I do have to give out some benefits real quick here because
The chat can't hear me, correct?
Yeah, chat can hear you.
Sick. Okay.
Yeah, awesome, dude.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of benefits, let's see. We've got a copper subscription from Leo. Guess who that goes to?
You.
Yup.
You.
That goes to
You.
me.
Yep.
Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Leo. We did get 45 likes from last stream. Yet again, just 5 short of where we need to be, but we did get 56 comments, so that's good. We got fan art from Circus Freak, JT, John Gordon, and Sassy Witch. If you guys aren't a part of the Discord, by the way, do yourself a favor and go join the Discord. Take a look at all the fan art that gets posted in there, because, I mean, it's really good. There's a Nyarlathotep in there, and I am 98% sure I know who put in the Nyarlathotep, but I'm going to leave that one anonymous for now. Oh, wait, it's probably Circus Freak. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm not going to out any alt accounts or anything like that. But in total, it looks like there are 3. Oh, wow. Do I really get 3 bonus dice? I sure do. And then 2 bonus dice to everybody else.
Yay.
Some bullshit.
I guess people really just want me to end your characters.
Thank you. No, just kidding.
Some people just beg for death and never get it.
That's true.
Honestly, if there was a bugger that came up to me and had a knife like at my neck and said, "Any last words?" I would say, "Thank you."
That would make them think twice, because
Where you
should be in
been
a
my
mental
whole life?
I've been waiting for this day for so long.
My prince has finally come.
You have no idea. I'm such
You
a
sound
coward.
like
I
you
couldn't
need
pull the
more
trigger
than a
myself.
knife at this point. Then
You mean to tell me you're giving me the forever sleep? Okay.
Wow.
For free?
Here, I thought this show was dark by nature. No, you guys are darker than I am.
Well, I am Mexican.
That is beside
we
the
don't
point.
have Caleb here, so
Somebody's got to
it
do
can't
it.
quite be as dark.
Yep, it's a dirty job, and Nomi's got to do it. Tomic says, "Release me." I don't know what that means, but I would advise against it, because something tells me that there is nothing good that can come of that. So let me get us switched over to our other screen here. Yep. And so I will say that I do want to give a quick shout out to Sirenscape, because without Sirenscape, I wouldn't be able to use all of their wonderful music, sound effects, and or fart noises. Any of those could apply. 2 of them do, 1 of them doesn't. Again, that's Sirenscape.com. If we give them a shout out, then they don't copyright strike the channel, and we like that quite a bit. Now, I think we need to go ahead and get started with some luck rolls from everybody. Everybody needs to see if they restore a little bit of their luck here.
Yeah, somebody should definitely restore some of their luck.
I don't know if we can restore luck from a 0.
Oh, well, I think you could probably just roll a d10. Unless you fumble. In which case, if you fumble, I mean, that's...
Yeah, because all we have to do is fail, right?
Yep, all you got to do is fail.
Look, I failed.
Let's see. Oh yeah, it won't actually
Damn it!
let me roll it. Okay, so yeah, I have to just roll a d10. Whenever I click on it, it doesn't work.
All right, let's see.
I'm too lucky.
Yeah, you just got to use all your luck, like
Yeah.
someone did last game. Used like, what did you have? Like 60
70.
luck?
Yeah, I had 67. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I did it
Oh.
backwards.
Let's see.
And most of that was just to kill one person, in which you didn't succeed.
Well, you know what? I was compelled mentally, and he's like, "Well, you would be committed to doing this." And well, I'm going to commit with all of my
You
being.
did.
That was I did not
somebody
compel
was
you to use
looking out
luck, but
for-
you know.
Well, just like I've got, you got to put all yourself into it.
Power of boss compels you.
Indeed it does.
He's just shaking a banana at you.
Oh, I do love a banana.
All right.
You need
Clip
an
it.
old priest and a young priest.
So, by the way, quick shout out to Frost for the 10 gifteds earlier. And you will notice that the Miracle Bar has been reset. If we get to $100 on the Miracle Bar, then everybody here gets another bonus die, and they restore some hit points if they are missing any, which I think one of us currently is.
You know, Moss, I'm not quite seeing the Miracle Bar.
Yeah, I don't see the bar.
Oh, it's up at the top. I don't have a better place to put it.
Oh yeah, it's there.
It's
Right where it shouldn't be.
right where it shouldn't be. There's nowhere else on the screen to put it.
Oh,
How about
okay,
under
I see it.
that,
But then,
under
yeah,
the thing, so
if I
it's
do
not
that-
touching anything?
If I do that, here, let me see.
It goes
Could
in
you
the
just
background because that's an
turn it?
overlay.
Cover
No.
your face? No.
It should fit down there perfectly. He's just moss.
Then you're
Yeah,
covering
he's
up.
just
You're
lost.
covering up the Pharaoh, man. All right, fine.
So
Was that who that
He'll be
is?
blind.
Unpharaoh.
Yeah, that's not Pharaoh. All right. So, yes, the Miracle Bar has been reset for every $100. Everybody will get a bonus die, and they will get to restore some hit points. For $20, you can give a bonus die to anybody here in the cast, and for $50, we get to roll on the random table, or as I like to call it, the Eldritch Influence table, and see what we get. And so, does anybody want to give us a quick recap of what happened last week?
should the bar be at 50 for Frost?
I would think so, but it seems like the Miracle Bar is not registering that for some reason.
Mm.
Yeah, it's probably broken again. Erudi tried to fix it one day and still broke it. But nevertheless, last week, we went, and after a wonderful service was done, and Yang went shopping and Gore went shopping, and we got together, and then Gore decided to go back to the hotel and play with his little worm, while the rest of us decided to track down Larkin in his hotel. We broke into his hotel room. We found him lying passed out on the floor. We investigated various items in the hotel room and investigated his tattoo, in which the Reverend Doctor drew a picture of the tattoo. And then somebody decided to, well, was encouraged to, I guess, take our ward over to the body, which woke the body up. And Shark got influenced to basically kill the Reverend Doctor, and the Reverend Doctor performed an exorcism via his holy rifle to incapacitate, execute Larkin, and we escaped somehow, and we blamed the commotion on Demon Doza being up in the room as we made our way back to the hotel and to meet up with Dr. Gore again. We showed him a picture that we drew of the tattoo. We found out that it had something to do with a blood tongue cult in Kenya and the father of maggots. And we are back up together. We decided to go out for dinner and wait for the morning. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Curious, Moss. Can you ask Archivist? You're muted, by the way.
Does anybody have anything to add to that real quick?
Yeah. Can you ask Archivist to make a summary of the last game so we can just read that out and so it's accurate?
Actually, if you guys actually have access to a handout which gives you a complete rundown of the last campaign. I send it to you in Discord, and there is a journal entry called Session Recaps that has them in there as well.
I don't think he mentioned certain things, like,
I literally sent a message about it
Larkin
earlier
sort of
today.
turned into a demon.
Oh, you're talking about, okay. Larkin sort of turned, did he?
His
Well,
eyes
sure
went
did.
black. He did some
Sort
stuff.
of.
He stood up a little.
Yeah, he sort of controlled somebody to try and kill somebody. Yeah. Minor
Two
stuff.
things I will mention
Pretty sure I
that
said that, but that's okay.
two things I'll mention is Oscar did convince, he thinks, the lady at the front desk that D. Mendoza is at fault for killing Larkin.
Yep.
Also,
D. Mendoza. Yep.
Oscar took the map, and the doctor did treat the Reverend, but I'm not sure. I don't think anybody else was hurt, correct?
I think it was.
so.
I think it was just the Reverend.
Yeah, it was pretty much just me that was hurt.
Okay. All right.
I took a
And-
single HP from something. Don't really remember what that was.
It might have been leftover?
I'm
Might have been
trying
leftover.
to remember what that could
Yes,
have
that
been.
was leftover. I do remember. That was from the
From
burns.
yeah.
That was the burns.
Oh, yes. So keep in mind that every time you go to sleep, the next morning you regain 1 hit point. And so by the time you go to bed, wake up in the morning, and you're ready for our little excursion into the wilderness of Peru, you will have regained that hit point. And so, is there any contest to Dave getting that bonus die for the recap? Let's everybody can sound off in the chat if anybody else deserves it.
I think he should get it just because he's going to die. And he's
fair.
going to need it.
That is a good point. And so, while chat
Thanks, Tom.
discusses that, we're going to pick back up. We'll say we didn't really get too descriptive as far as what you guys were doing right at the end of the session. We kind of just went over in bland terms. We're gonna go get dinner. We're gonna go back to the hotel. And we're probably just gonna wait for the next day to get here so we can set off towards Puno. But what I want to do is let's kind of zone in. Maybe you guys are at Casa de Asada or whatever that restaurant was. I can't remember what it was.
Didn't we book the thing with the guys who were going to run it, and we were talking about that, making sure they were going to do their part without what's his face, Larkin and all that?
Yeah, you all had mentioned it, and you talked to Jackson about it. Jackson basically told you that maybe they'll do it without the organizer of the whole thing, but there's no knowing until you actually talk to him.
That's what we're going to let Jackson do, we hope.
Okay. All right, and so we'll kind of zone in on you guys are probably just sitting there at dinner. You've got all kinds of people around you just enjoying their meal. What is today? Today is March 20th, I believe.
Still March 20th.
Let me see. I've got a calendar here, and I want to make sure that I can update it. Maybe, if I can figure out how to open the dadgum thing. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Why is it not updating the date? That's strange. Okay, well, the calendar is messed up. That's awesome. Anywho, March 20th, around 5 p.m., you all are sitting inside of this restaurant, probably eating your dinner. Is there anything further that you would like to discuss?
Wilson just did a thing.
Oh, Wilson, the unauthorized biography of Tom Hanks for $20 Canadian. While dissecting the larva, Dr. Gore gets splashed by some of his fluid. Checking his reflection, he sees his father looking back at him. Eldritch Gore taps the side of his nose before disappearing.
Thank you, Wilson.
Just like Father Christmas.
That's
Obviously, that goes to Moss.
Yeah,
While we're sitting there eating, Oscar is just going to take a big bite of this delicious steak, whatever kind of animal it came from, hopefully a cow, not a llama or an alpaca, and just gesture with his knife and say,
Guinea pig steak.
when we're out in the jungle, it's going to be dangerous. I know it's going to be dangerous, assuming that they take us out there. Our plan, if we get to this pyramid, is to put this piece back, right? Right?
Why?
To trap whatever it is that got out.
Oh yeah, that seems like a good plan.
Well,
Because it's
it
the
would
things
make
that are trying to
sense
kill
that-
everyone.
It would make sense that whatever's supposed to be on the inside should be on the inside when we put it back, rather than on the outside when we put it back.
Well, I have a question. Since it's already been broken, what's to say it's even there?
We don't know.
For all
That's
we
the
know,
mystery.
it could be D. Mendoza.
And he's just pointing. Yeah, well, it could be in D. Mendoza because he came
Yeah,
to the place.
that's what I mean.
Like whatever was in Larkin.
Yeah,
He
we
just shivers involuntarily, like
we might just need to put D. Mendoza back inside and then seal him away.
Well, maybe you all can slaughter him like you did Larkin.
How does magic work like that?
Yes, yes. Is it possible? Can we just kill him?
I mean, I don't have any problem doing that again.
Oscar's just gonna take a deep
I look at Oscar
drink of wine.
and whisper and go, "You ever notice your Chinaman loves to kill people?"
He
That's what they
knows
all
a
ever
couple
want
of
to do.
things. I mean, we
That's right,
can. I mean,
Daphne.
we can kill him. I suppose. I don't know if that's going to
If
be
you
the
can
best.
kill him, then why have the seal?
Well,
Right.
it seems
okay.
like whatever's in there is old and doesn't die.
Yeah.
He's just gonna say over his
We
now
can
empty
kill
glass of
the-
wine, fill it back up.
You can kill the body, but you don't necessarily kill the soul inside. Right? So you might be able to kill this enfleshed thing that is D. Mendoza, but you're not going to be able to actually defeat whatever the spirit is inside just by doing that.
That's what you do, right? You defeat the spirits.
Well, again, you don't eliminate them as much as you either send them back to where they came from or send them off into something else. You know, there was this story, well, it's really, I guess you wouldn't say it's a story, but the time when Jesus went and cast the legion of demons into a bunch of pigs. You just have to put it someplace else because you can't actually eliminate anything and cease it from existence.
Is that what they
What
mean
were
by
they
bad
in
death?
there?
So if you could do a whole legion, then you can do one, right? Right? One-
Yeah, I'm not Jesus, but okay.
But I don't think that's how this works, unless there was somebody sitting in there all that time from back when D. Mendoza and the Figuera and whoever else, all those people got there. There would have had to been somebody just sitting in there with this stuff in them. I don't know if that's how that works.
No. Not an enfleshed person sitting in there, but a spirit sitting in there. You
What was the
entrap
spirit hooked in or something? Yeah, but I'm saying, how do we get the spirit out of the guy? And he just
Well, that's
fills
where
the
you kill the guy,
cup.
and then the spirit leaves.
He's just gonna do the
Then where does it
volume
go?
down a little bit.
Where does it go? They
Well,
can't have
again,
this. It's
it
able to
depends
affect
on the
man's
spirit.
mind. Need to dispose of it.
Yeah. Which is why it would be best to put the body with the spirit in it in the place all together. Otherwise, the spirit may possess another thing, and then we got to track that thing down.
And you know this? For sure?
Well, I've read about it.
What about the two of you? Or you, reporter person? Do any of you know?
Daphne?
Yes.
Name's Daphne. Charmed. No, I haven't gotten my sources. I guess you can say my ducks in a row to do this type of investigation, but I'm working on it. But you should just mind your own business as I go about my own. Dick.
Very standoffish for part of a group. I love it.
She's just gonna hold the wine bottle out to Daphne over her cup and just questioning, like, eh?
She said,
Well,
sit
thank you,
down.
Kevin.
Silence is food.
Okay. And while he's pouring the wine, he's just gonna look. Is there like a guitarist or someone wandering around, or a violin? Is there somebody in here playing music?
Why not?
He's just gonna crook his finger over to the guy while he's pouring the wine, and he's gonna slip him a few coins and just play music and just tell him, just kind of say, keep circling around our table. He's trying to create noise because we gotta hide the body. We gotta put the person in there. We gotta kill the man. And I'm like, just play the music, walk around us, please.
Well, at least I whisper.
And the Spanish
About the
guitarist,
murderous
or well,
Chinaman.
Spanish style guitarist, I should say, does circles around your table, playing at an ear-piercing volume Spanish guitar.
Beautiful.
Are there mariachi in Peru? Maybe. There are here.
Peruachi.
Is he just standing there doing the right behind Gore's head the whole time?
100%.
So whoever's talking, he's just like, Okay. So after we talk about that for a while, is there anything else we have absolutely no plan. We need to go there. We need to find out what's going on. We're going to have to make some split-second decisions. Remember, the code word, if we're going to go after Demon Doza and people, Applejack. We didn't use it in the hotel room, but
We didn't need
remember it.
Speaking of Demon Doza, since you've slaughtered his boy, don't you think he's going to be a bit miffed at you all? Well, I guess me too, even though I had nothing to do with it. You hear that, Demon Doza? If you can hear me, I had nothing to do with the murder of your boyfriend.
Did you say something?
Well, we'll find out when we get there, I suppose.
All right. So, what's the plan? Are you guys just going to go back to the hotel and wait it out for the night?
That's the plan. I'm assuming, I don't know, Yang, are you
That's
going
a
to
plan.
sit in the room again, or are you going to go to your own room and sleep with the piece of metal across your chest in there?
Well, if we're going back to the hotel, should we not all be together?
You saying you want to sleep together in the same room?
Violent and inappropriate.
Normally, I would say that'd be a good idea, but you did try to kill one of us yesterday. What's to prevent you from doing
Well,
it again?
not yesterday.
Whenever
just
the
a
hell
few
it
minutes
was.
ago.
Yeah, whenever the hell it was. Not long
Casual.
ago.
And if this thing, the maggot thing, if it affects another, and they go into another person, there'll be just two, just the person and the one controlled. If we're all together, then you can stop whomever is affected.
Oh, okay. So I got it. So you want
So you
us
have
to
a group.
all be in the same room so that when you get possessed to kill one of us again, that we can shoot the thing that's trying to possess you in the face.
Well, I mean, it does stand to reason that if he does go to kill us all, it'd be best if we were all together. And I will keep my eye on him, which I don't suppose he'll keep his eye on us, if you catch my meaning.
I cannot explain what was wrong, why it happened, but I know now that you were right. You all were right that going to this place and disposing of the thing is the right choice. And I fear what could happen if one of us, especially myself, were to fall to it again. Need to stop. So yes, if need be, defending yourself is the utmost important thing to do. So yes, watch me, and I shall watch you.
Daphne, you
I'm
comfortable
here.
with that?
No. I'm not comfortable with that.
Are you gonna stay in your own room then?
Well,
We could hang up a sheet.
there's no need to do that. I did sign myself up to do some sort of adventure like this, so it's best that I follow through on what I set myself up for. So,
Well, to be
uncomfortable or not, I'm gonna have
fair,
to
you'll
do
be
it.
uncomfortable on the trail, I think, as well. There's going to be tents and not much else.
Being intense, like camping, pictures, those things that you put up when you go out camping.
Well, we are going out in the jungle. Did you think we were going to stay at a hotel?
No, I did assume this is what the Amazons would be like, so I'm prepared myself mentally and aesthetically for me to set such an adventure. So yes, I'm ready. If I come without a thing, I guess you can say I've come with all I need.
I want to go purchase a raincoat and rain boots, by the way.
Okay, easily enough.
Yeah.
I'd say you just go and do that after dinner. That's fine.
Just in case.
All right. And so you all head back to the hotel then? Hotel Maori?
I suppose.
That's
It would, if we're all gonna stay in the same room together, it might behoove us to also gather our gear together into that one solitary location, which is gonna make it pretty crowded.
Yes.
All right.
So Klaus will go and get his stuff out of his room.
We should also take a shift in who's going to be the lookout while the rest of us sleep. And no offense, but I don't think the Chinaman should have one of those positions. You know, just in case there's any of that residual murder us all.
Residual. Does it stay in one?
I have no idea, but I don't want to find out the hard way with a knife into my throat.
Yeah, if that is what you all desire, then I will not do it.
All right. So, you all make your way back to the hotel after purchasing some raincoats and stuff like that, which anybody who wants to can definitely do the same. As you make your way into the hotel, I'm going to call for a group luck roll. And just as a reminder, that's where the individual with the lowest luck rolls a luck roll.
No.
I wonder who that would be.
Well, forget luck. We're fucked.
Yeah, so how much luck does Daphne have? I'm sure it's more than 5.
Daphne has 64.
Yeah, fuck you.
So hostile.
Yes.
To be honest with you,
Very southern.
Daphne, I was hoping that you would be able to roll because I think you could roll better.
All righty.
No way!
Wow!
Holy shit!
I demand that someone retract their words.
Wow. All right. So
You saw that coming.
Shark.
that's impressive.
That's why we put that negative atmosphere
Yes,
out
yes.
to motivate.
Yes, it's
And
just like with the
inspire.
military. You want something, say you want the opposite. You'll always get what you wanted.
All right. And so
Which is why I always ask for death.
you all
But you normally get
sit in the Hotel Maori, maybe talking about some stuff. Maybe you're all going to sleep when out of the corner, the peripheral, the very edge of your hearing, you begin to hear sirens,
Oh boy. Are they coming here?
police whistles.
Are they coming here?
And as they get closer and closer. You hear a car speed by your hotel, and the police whistles fade into the distance.
Well, I wonder if that has anything to do with your friend.
Friend? Friend?
Well, I was being
Well, hopefully
facetious.
they're after D. Mendoza.
That would be good, yes.
We can only
Like
hope.
that.
All right. And so, did we decide? Or is anybody keeping watch or anything like that?
Well, that was the plan.
Okay.
We're watching
I thought we were going
shifts.
to take turns, yeah.
All right. Who?
So, depending on how Daphne wants to make her arrangements, we can allow Daphne a shift. Otherwise, it'll be the three of us: Klaus, Gore, and Oscar. 'Cause we're not letting Yang take a watch. And I don't know that I really trust Gore to take a watch, but
Wow. The guy who healed you. Wow.
All right. So, who's got first watch?
I'll take first watch. So I get sleep the rest of the night. I was going to be up anyway.
All right. And so, as you kind of maybe just sit next to the window, kind of keeping your back to the wall, being able to see the rest of the group as well as out the window, you can see just the street lights kind of flicker.
I
every
got
once
one
in a
eye
while.
out the window and to the door, and one eye on Yang
Okay.
at all times.
All right. And you can hear the police whistle still in the background because I forgot to turn that off. And as you sit there, I'm going to have you give me a quick spot hidden.
Spot hidden hasn't been great, but these things are bound to change.
Okay. As you kind of just sit there, you don't really see anything going on. The people out in the street begin to kind of filter on. You guess that they begin making their way home, probably preparing for work the following day. Whereas you're kind of just looking around, everything seems really quiet, and then all of a sudden you would swear that you saw just a little bit of movement where you left that larva.
Oh, shit. Gentlemen, wake up, please.
Sit up straight in bed. His hair's all pomade, is all messed up. He's got a big floof of hair. What?
I don't want to alarm you or anything, but it appears that lava that I dissected has just moved over there. I thought
Why
I
the hell
would-
are you just talking to us? Go smash it or something. He's gonna stand up on the bed, just standing on the bed, looking over that direction, blinking blearily, like.
I'm a doctor, not a smasher, Oscar.
Wielding the coals and looking for the lava then. Because I have been sleeping, holding it, waiting for the chance to apply it.
I think you're muted, Dave.
Oh, yes.
You are muted.
yeah, you can go hit the larva thing.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's agreeing. Yes, I'm gonna... I guess I would have seen where he put it in the room. I'm gonna head over there and...
Okay.
Ready for a fight. And ready to strike it with this golden super weapon.
And the police.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I
the
got
police are here to arrest the maggot.
All right. So you approach now. Gore, is the maggot? Is it just kind of sitting on a table? Is it in a bag? What's
I
the
would
situation?
have kept it in some sort of jar or something.
In some sort of a jar.
Yeah, glass,
Okay.
some sort of container.
Okay.
Because it smelled, remember?
Yeah. And as you approach, you see that the jar has been tipped over.
Oh no.
But you see that the maggot itself is still in there, dissected. Its little, tiny little organs kind of just protruding out of its body. Yet you see in there is a dead rat with its face almost completely singed off, as if it's been burned by some sort of a chemical agent.
There's a rat in a jar?
Yeah.
So like the rat went to go eat it and got its face burned off?
That's what it seems like.
And it doesn't look like I don't see any movement from the maggot itself.
No, at this rate, you can assume that it's probably dead.
Well, I'm going to relax slightly and look back and tell him it is not the maggot. It is a rat climbed in the jar. And then wait, was the jar closed?
Of course.
At that thought, realize, well, how did the jar get open then? Just to be sure, I'm going to step over, and can a piece, one end of the seal actually get inside of the jar? Is it?
Can what now?
If one end of the broken seal, would it be able to fit?
He wants to slip the ward
can I
into the
slip it
hole.
inside of the jar?
Oh.
Yeah, I want to put the thing in the hole.
Oh, yeah. You could probably
Yeah,
fit some of
okay.
it in there. Uh-huh.
Yes, well, I'm going to carefully...
It's tight, but...
The ward goes in the round hole.
That's
Yes.
good. Yes. I'm going to put the rod into the hole of the jar.
There you go.
Well, if it wasn't tight, what would be the freaking purpose?
Okay.
And just touch it against the maggot and try to press and see if there is an effect, a reaction.
You begin to hear a slight sizzle.
Mm-hmm.
But the maggot remains motionless.
Okay. Let me pull away. And while keeping my eyes on
Pull
it...
out and thrust it back in and...
No. I have a good pull-out game. I pull it
Good.
out carefully without breaking.
Interesting.
And without turning away, staring at it, go on. You come, close up your jar. It does seem it's not moving. It is fine.
I hope the Do I have a length of chain or anything?
You probably would have picked up maybe some rope or something.
All right, I will close the jar and then tie it shut very tightly, so that
Are you leaving the rat in it?
I'm not gonna touch the rat. So yes. At this point, yes.
Okay. So you tie it shut and you feel like it's got a pretty good seal on it. You don't think that anything could get in or out without actually removing the rope.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Very good.
As he settles back down into bed, Oscar's just gonna lay back and just say, "Wait, why are you keeping that?"
For
No, I'm just asking because you're the most paranoid son of a bitch I've ever met. And yet you're keeping the thing that tried to melt his face off, melted a rat's face off, that smells awful, in a jar in the room we're sleeping in.
for science, of course.
And he's just gonna basically do the British shit. Even though he's not British, and he's just gonna lay over and put the pillow back over his head.
All right. And who has the second watch?
I guess I'll take the second watch then.
Okay.
I make sure I sleep across as far as away as possible from Yang and the jar, wherever corner
Sleeping on
that is.
opposite sides of the room.
Whatever corner that is.
Okay. All right. Very good. And you kind of sit there. At this point, the street is utterly quiet. The trams are no longer running. There's no pedestrians walking about the street. However, I will have you give me yet another spot hidden roll, if you would.
And I want to make sure that I also pay attention out the window. if I actually pay attention. Okay.
You do?
Easily enough. Okay. You're sitting there keeping a very vigilant eye. You feel as though nothing could escape your sight. And you notice that Yang himself seems to be tossing and turning, almost as if he is having a bad dream.
Oh, no.
Yang, you lay there in the utter blackness of your sleep when all of a sudden you see a light just off at the edge of your vision. Your feet kind of carry you towards it. And as you emerge into the light, you can see just the smallest crack in what looks in a bit of stone. And you can see a little bit of motion on the other side of this stone. Do you look through?
I do.
You kind of peer into this, and you can see that it's very, very dark. It's hard to get a good look when, as you kind of like pull yourself closer with your hand, a bit of the stone falls away in your grasp, and you get to see a much clearer picture of the writhing mass which lies before you. This bulbous mass of what seems to be this horrible waxy secretion that must be dozens of feet tall, filling up this entire space. You can see little globules of pus just begin forming on the surface and move around and begin to be reabsorbed, and little tendrils kind of flicker about, flipping little globs of whatever this waxy substance is against the wall, which drips down and reconglomerates back into this form. I need you to make me a sanity roll. And I'm gonna throw one of my points on there and give you a penalty die on this.
Oh no.
Can I add one of those?
If you want to cancel out the penalty die, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, I'm gonna cancel out that penalty die.
Okay. $38. Okay. All right. What's your reaction to this? It doesn't seem to affect you.
Yeah, it does. I utterly bothered by it. I've never seen anything like this in dream, even if I don't realize it's dream or reality. I'm not sure. This is utterly horrid sight, and I realize this might be part of the evil, and I reach, probably unaware that it is a dream. I reach for the gold, which I know I'm sleeping with, and I doubt I have it on me. I just completely transfixed by this horrid sight and this abomination. And I imagine after reaching, I might come to the realization maybe this is not real. Maybe it is. Don't know. But I will say aloud, what are you? I don't know if it would communicate with me, but yes, I'm not really asking it. I'm just saying this aloud.
The mass responds, uttering but a few syllables in a language which you've never even conceived of. A language not known by man nor beast. Something vile, something otherworldly. But you know it knows you.
So I am confident that whatever I'm seeing is a conscious being, and it knows. Okay.
At least
Well,
as it pertains to this waking nightmare.
well, I would. Luckily, my role is good enough, so I don't have to be a horrified coward about it. But yes, well, I'm going to be quite disgusted still, all the same. And I would like to, even hearing this, I'm bothered by the sound of it. It doesn't sound right. Something is just wrong. Everything about this, and I'm going to try to I have the desire to not be here, not to be within this presence. So I guess be trying to wake up.
Okay. And at this point, Klaus, you begin to see Yang. He begins to be like thrashing about underneath of his covers. You see he begins to kind of like slap at his face, but he doesn't seem to be waking up. Do you intervene?
Yes. I am going to see him struggling in his nightmarish state, and I'm going to take out a vial of holy water, and I am going to anoint him with that holy water in order to, one, wake him up, and in order to provide him protection from evil forces. And as anointing goes, it's the application of water, and so I will take the water out and I will rub it in between my hands and I'll smack him on the face with it.
Power of Aqua Velva!
And that's how you
Save him
awake.
from my demons.
Does that wake me up?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, okay.
I imagine
Well,
at this state it's like aftershave. It almost like stings a little
I
bit.
was completely shocked, striking pain, and looking up to see the Reverend, almost ready to strike him with the heavy gold in my hands. It's like, okay.
It looked like you were having a nightmare and you needed to be woken up and protected, so that's what I did. I just a little holy water to help you, buddy.
I'm very bothered and looking about, reassessing reality, trying to bring myself back. Just, this is, I don't know, but something. Yes, help, indeed, need. It's, something is very, very wrong.
Yeah. Hopefully you were having a nightmare, right? It wasn't real. You have to realize sometimes, things happen in dreams that are real, and sometimes things happen in dreams that aren't real.
And how do you decide that? I say that something has an effect. Something was there. I was not alone in this night.
Well, if you say that, then I guess I believe that, because I'm not there. That's you have to assess the situation. I can't assess it for you.
Can you all
The
shut up,
dreams-
please? I'm trying to sleep over here. For God's sake.
Yes.
Oh, I thought I was whispering.
A pillow hits him.
I'm a light sleeper.
Oscar just goes back to sleep after throwing the pillow.
No, I tell the Reverend that I'm sorry and try to lie down, but I imagine I will just be awake the rest of the evening, likely. Just pondering as to what that was, because I do not have words or concepts to explain it. I'll try to get some rest, but likely won't be very fulfilling.
Well, I'll be nice and say that you can drift off to sleep eventually. And who has got the next watch?
Oscar. The one who hasn't been able to sleep yet.
Not if you can't wake him up. Yeah, when he gets woken up, he's just going to give everybody this again. And then he's going to reach for the golden chalice and put wine in it and just sit on the chair that's over next to the wall, sulkily just kind of watching everybody, kind of staring at them grumpily like.
All right. And Oscar, if you wouldn't mind giving me a spot hidden roll as everybody else kind of tosses and turns.
Do I have to pay attention?
You don't have to.
Okay. He'll he is not giving it his all. I'm not using a bonus die. If he actually falls asleep, he falls asleep. He's like, my sleep, my precious sleep.
Man, you guys are rolling.
Well, he
pretty well
succeeded.
tonight. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It's the magic of the cup, obviously.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it goes pretty quiet. You see a random cat wandering down the street hungrily. And the sound just kind of fills your ears as it's the mixture of that sound and the ceiling fan above you just kind of melds together in your sleepy state. Almost as if the cat itself is kind of meowing through the fan. It becomes warbled and off and strange. But everything is normal, quiet.
Okay. Well, when it's her turn, he's going to go over with wine-soaked breath. Daphne! Wake up! And then he's just going to take a little bit of the wine and just...
What? I'm out.
Your turn to watch. And he's going to take the
No.
cup away.
And I say no to you, and I turn around, go back to bed.
Will there be no watch this shift?
He's going to sit back down on the bed and just put weight on it. And it's like, really?
Okay, get up.
Okay. He's going to get back up. He was like, I was this close to just swatting her around the rump. And then just... Get up!
All right.
Which I'm sure wouldn't have caused any kind of problem.
Nah.
All right. And so, at this point, I think I will have Daphne give me a listen roll.
Yes, of course. I'll give you-
Wow.
Wow. That is an extreme success.
Yay.
Daphne, as you're sitting there, you can hear shuffling in the hallway. Sounds like footsteps. Maybe with that extreme success, you'd guess that there's probably 2 individuals kind of making their way down the hallway towards your room.
Wow, I do say. I don't like the sounds of that. Not one bit. So, I'm just gonna pry my door open just a little bit to see who's about zealous there, because we should all be sleeping except me.
We're all gonna die.
And as you're kind of looking down the hallway, you see it stretches, almost seeming like an eternity. Like, you know that effect where the center of the frame gets closer while the edges get further away? The hallway kind of stretches out, stretches thin, as you see these 2 shadowy forms making their way towards you, just like stumbling clumsily down the hallway. One of them kind of stumbles and bumps into the wall. You hear kind of this echoing laughter as they enter into the light which hangs down from the ceiling, and there you see a man and a woman stumbling drunkily down the hallway. Eventually, the man inserts a key into the door, and the 2 enter into the room and shut the door behind them.
Well, I hope they have a good night together.
With that extreme success, you hear everything.
Oh my god! Oh. I don't know these 2 individuals, but sounds like she's having the time of her life. That Uno game, that game of solitaire sounds pretty intense, I must say.
Give me a psychology roll. Here. Yeah, she probably is having the time of her life, so far as you can tell.
She's actually getting cut up into tiny pieces.
Yeah, but she likes that.
She likes it.
Yeah, she might be like that German dude and just, be one of the few people who want to be cut up and eaten.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she.
know.
Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Some people just like to be eaten.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Well,
It's
well,
never the
I
yummy
would-
kind, is it?
oh, man, this is some bothersome noise that I do here. I'm wondering if I should just go and knock on the door and be like, "Do you mind? We're all trying to sleep here." I should probably go and do that and make myself known. Like, you're disrupting. No matter how intense this card game that you're playing is, y'all need to pop it down a little bit.
Y'all need Jesus.
Do you? Do you go over there and knock on the door?
You know what? Yes, because earlier today I was awakened by a phone call, so I'm gonna go do the same thing about them. Just give them a phone call, be like, not a phone call, but I'm just gonna make myself known. I'm gonna go knock on the door.
You knock on the door and the sound stops. And you hear like stomping towards the door. You see a man opens up the door and says, "¿Qué quieres, punto?"
What the? Excuse me, sir.
¿Qué
You're
quieres?
too loud.
¡Afuera!
No.
¡Afuera!
Do you want me to do the Spanish bit? Because I totally can.
Daphne doesn't speak Spanish. We've been over this.
Well, no, I know that, but I could totally play the Spanish guy. ¿Qué quieres, puta? ¿Necesitas nada? Vaya para afuera. ¿Por qué no necesitas aquí?
You hear the woman shouting from the background.
Hijo de puta madre, váyate de aquí, muévete.
Somehow
okay.
a pillow boomerangs out of the room, goes down the hallway, and flies into that room and hits them from Oscar. He's that good. Just
What? Well, keep it down. We're trying to sleep here.
Okay. And he just like slams the door and you hear him stomping back to the bed.
Never have I ever been so disrespected before.
But the rest of the evening goes relatively uneventful. And so, the cock crows in the morning as the first rays of sunshine penetrate your window with the force of 1,000 light bulbs, and you are all rudely awakened by 10 million lumens of pure sunlight. And what's the plan? Right now, it's probably about, you guess, it's probably about 7. You've got about an hour to get to the Hotel España.
going to find some place to get a Bloody Mary and something to eat.
Well, should we? We should probably go to the meeting point now.
Just look at his pocket watch. We have an hour. He just folds his collar
15
down.
minutes early, or you're late.
Told you that.
Grandpa Fillmore said if the train leaves without you, then you're late.
I like this grandpa of yours.
He's gonna
let's go
stumble
find
on
some
out with his
food,
bag.
and I'm sure we'll run into the people we need to run into when we need to run into them, and he'll get his stuff together, ready to go.
That's a brilliant philosophy.
Go get a guinea pig on a stick or something. Whatever is quick food down here, and then try to find something to make a Bloody Mary with. And if he can't, then he'll just deal with it.
You know what? I'll take a luck roll. See if maybe the hotel has the proper ingredients. Yeah, they've got enough for you to have seconds.
You
I
know,
look for an iguana on a stick.
I was saying a lot of bad things about Peru.
There happens to be an iguana on a stick vendor on the street. Because why not?
Perfect. You know what that is, right?
It's a Fallout reference.
Yes, but you know what the Fallout reference means.
No.
Well, that's
Does it
the
have a reference?
iguana bits. That's the whole iguana, right? Or are you wanting the iguana bits?
Iguana on a stick is human.
No, only the iguana bits are.
Oh, he's
That I
right.
did not know.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, we all
The
learned
bits.
something about Fallout today during Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, the real Fallout. That's in Fallout 2. But anyway, going on that tangent.
I thought that was just in Haiti.
That's dog and the cat.
That's it.
All right. And so, you all go about your business. First thing in the morning, you get ready and you make your way over to the Hotel España, where you see 3 trucks waiting for you. You see a couple of guys. They're kind of like loading up boxes of what you would surmise to be supplies. You see a gentleman come over. His hair is kind of, it's a little bit messy. You can tell it was combed when he first woke up, but in the heat and him carrying crates to and fro, it's messed up a little bit. He's got a little bit of sweat dripping down his face. He approaches you all and says, ¿Dónde está Augustus Larkin?
I'm gonna look out for D. Mendoza, by the way.
Okay, go ahead and give me a spot hidden.
When he says, Larkin, just point at Elias if he's here.
Okay.
I see nothing.
Ooh, that was almost a fumble.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to spend 44 luck?
No.
Okay.
What? You don't want to just randomly throw away all your luck?
Nope.
You point at Jackson.
Yep.
Jackson kind of looks back at you, and then he looks back at the other guy, and then looks back at you. Go ahead and give me a fast talk.
Will do. And I'm going to, because I love passing the buck, I'm going to use a bonus die on this. Yeah, unnecessary, but...
Well, you got a hard success, which is exactly what you needed. So,
Oh, well,
very
totally
good.
necessary. Thank you, chat, for the bonus dice.
Perfect. All right, so you guys, you see that Jackson kind of just accepts his new role, goes over and shakes the guy's hand. The two begin talking back and forth in Spanish. You hear the name Puno mentioned a couple of times. And
I
basically,
understand the Spanish, you know.
yeah, you get the idea that the trip itself is going to be 800 miles going up
Holy
high
shit.
into the Andean highlands. Or I'm sorry.
Peruvian.
Yeah. Let me double check that actually. Yeah, 800 miles, and it's going to take about 3 days on the truck to get there, traveling down the coast to Camana before heading up into the Andes and across the highlands.
While they're having that discussion, I'm gonna look around and ask all of my companions, like, have you seen where de Mendoza?
You're asking the people in the
Yes,
trucks?
No, our party of oddballs.
I didn't see him.
Look around. Does anyone have a knife stuck in him? No, I don't think he's here.
Jackson looks around and he
I
says,
see De Mendoza.
you know, come to think of it, I haven't seen De Mendoza since the whole museum incident.
Probably good.
I wonder if
I
maybe
did put
he
the police on his trail. Maybe he's hiding.
yeah, maybe he's in hiding. We can only hope. I'm sure he's a dangerous man.
But he's involved. Would he not want to see what's happening? Or does he have... What if we not look... maybe not him. Does he... These people, workers, they hired by him. Maybe
were hired
they
by
communicate with him.
Now that I do not know. You see,
Maybe
he kind
has
of
another way.
he turns around and talks to one of the drivers, and asks him. Basically, you get the gist that he's asking them if they know De Mendoza or if they've seen him, and they speak back and forth for a second. He comes back and he says, "Well, they said that they had seen him in." They had seen him once or twice, but he was not the original orchestrator of the expedition. In fact, that was me. So, apparently.
Apparently, as if you didn't do this, you didn't have these conversations with these people before, and they think you did have a conversation with them?
Well, I'm guessing that perhaps these arrangements were made over the telephone, or perhaps telegraph.
Interesting.
Something doesn't sit right with this.
Oh well, but we got a trip to go on. One way or another, we'll find out what happens when it happens.
Look over at Gore. Does anything sit right with you?
Not really. Nothing that's happened so far.
He's just gonna nod and hop up into a truck.
All right. So
You gotta get the best seat. You don't want to be in the back. You're gonna get splashed with mud.
anything else?
boy.
Oh, go ahead.
That's it. That's just a good point.
How many vehicles was it?
There are 3 total trucks. You get the idea that watching these guys kind of work around, and now at this point they've finished loading. They're kind of standing around waiting for you all to get ready. They kind of wonder as to why they needed 3 trucks. Maybe they feel as though there's too few people, but they're not really asking any questions. They got paid. That's all they know.
All right, so there isn't a truck designated for us?
You would guess that any of the 3 trucks could be used.
Come on, get in the fun truck. He's just gonna.
Yep.
Come on.
Hop up in with Oscar
You're in the first
and
vehicle?
double check my wallet that I lost it again for some reason. as I get in the truck because he lifted it off me.
Yes. Yeah, no, I'll get into the that vehicle as well. So, look around. Is there any way for me to see forward, or is it sort of like an old, truck where there's no way for me to see forward? I can only see what's behind.
I'd say you could probably see. It's kind of it's the older style truck where maybe they've got a couple of benches on either side of the bed. Kind of crates are packed up against the cab, and if you sit on top of the bench, you can kind of see over the cab where it's going.
Okay. Yeah, we can see. Should be okay.
So there's no cover.
No.
Oh.
So you guess that
in
they're
bot code, yes. Sounds all good.
and you'd guess if push comes to shove, you guys could be able to cram into the cabs if you needed to.
Yep.
All right, and so
there's 3 trucks. There's how many people that are other than us?
3 drivers
There's Jackson.
and
So
Jackson.
there's 3 drivers, Jackson, and then us, and that's it?
Correct.
And what kind of gear do the drivers have and the trucks have on them?
You can see that they might have a spare jug of water, because they probably you'd guess that they expect to probably be camping out overnight. They've got food stores in crates loaded in the beds. But as far as like survival gear, you can tell that, the truck drivers, they've got pistols. They don't seem to be prepping for any long excursion into the jungle. At least not on
800
foot.
miles is a long way on the mountain.
So I assume they have extra like gas cans And I'm assuming they have water cans and you said food supplies.
Yeah,
right?
spare tires, all that good stuff. Basically what you would expect to get you from here to Puno in 3 days.
Yeah, and then because after Puno, then we start going through the jungle.
All right, and so
I talked to the drivers privately
okay, kind of pull one aside before
in Spanish.
they head off. Okay.
Watch out for the in Spanish. Watch out for the Chinaman. He's kind of crazy.
The Chinaman. Ah, see. Got a crazy look in his eye.
Mm-hmm.
With that, he you see he rolls up the window and starts the truck. It kind of churns to life as this black smoke just erupts out of the exhaust pipes.
And while we set off, I would tell them that I have had an experience of something, some sort of thing, and I describe the dream and
Tell
put
us, or-
inflection.
Yeah, he's
on
talking to
fact
the drivers.
It
Or the
was,
driver.
no, on you guys, of course, because you're all in the vehicle. If all the ones who came into the first vehicle, I guess. And tell them that, and ask, it's like put inflection on the I didn't know. I'm certain that this thing was there, and I got the strong sense that it knew me and understood. Understood what? I don't know. And when it spoke, it was completely just. I could not. I don't think I could even try to replicate it.
Does his description of this thing mark anything I've ever heard of?
You can give me a Cthulhu mythos.
I would love to. I'm going to use a bonus die on that. Because why not? Else I'd never fail. I'm not going to get it anyway. Nothing.
Yeah, it's very foreign concept to you.
Interesting.
I can't seem to get that sound to turn down, so I'm going to turn it off. And we're going to go back to the old music.
There's a sound.
Oh, yeah. The sound of diesel trucks.
Oh wow. Yeah, that could get obnoxious
Yeah.
fast.
Diesel.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Yeah, for
even turn
800
down.
miles. Woof.
Yep. All right. And so you all begin driving. You make your way out of Lima, down south. You make your way along the coast for about a day. You can kind of look off to the side of the road, and you can see people wandering about. You pass by a couple of different villages, no larger than just a couple of huts. People kind of carrying baskets on their heads and things like that. You see very bright, colorful dresses on the women and very sweat-stained clothes on the men as they walk around. But you can make your way up into the Peruvian highlands. And eventually, you begin making your way up to a much higher altitude than you normally might be used to. And so what I will call for now is a con roll from everybody to see if you suffer from altitude sickness.
Oh, these Bloody Marys are going to come to haunt me.
Quite acclimated
Or not.
to this height.
Damn.
Maybe the Bloody Marys are the key.
All right, and so looks like everybody but Daphne
No.
succeeded.
She probably grew up below sea level, so.
Dang.
And so as you make your way up into higher and higher altitudes, you see the trees begin to thin out. You begin to rest above the clouds. You can look down off the side of the road and you can see clouds just churning below. You can hear the sounds of tropical birds on either side of the road. You even see what's called I just found this out that they actually live here. The poodoo. You even see wild poodoo wandering around. And for those of you who don't know, it's the world's smallest deer. Normally,
how many of those do you think it'd take to make a meal?
All of them.
And so, but as this is all happening, Daphne, you begin to feel nauseated. You begin to get headaches, even the beginnings of migraines. You feel as though maybe anything you do that requires any physical exertion might be just a little bit harder until you are able to get used to the altitude at this level.
That sounds like me every day. Okay, I just can't seem to get my breathing correctly here in these mountainous hills and everything. It's just the hair it's too thick for me to even breathe sometimes.
Hold on a cigarette to her.
Please, get that away from me. I just explained to you I'm having trouble breathing, and here you are taunting me like
These
I'm
things
some
are
sort
great
of
for you.
weakling. Yes.
You just gotta look at them. They're American.
Clearly, young lady, you are suffering from mountain death syndrome.
Is that what they call it?
No, I'm just joking. You're not acclimated to these heights. You got sickness of the height.
I'm from the
whatever
south. I'm from the south. I'm bred to survive the humidity and the hottest of Georgia weather, not in these these mountains with humidity and mosquitoes and heavy air, and my legs just can't seem to keep up with the excursion here.
This tiny little baby deer too. No wonder they're so small.
Yes, must be related to some sort of mountain goat or something.
Exactly what I was thinking.
I whisper to Oscar, they don't call them the weaker sex for no reason, Oscar.
He's just gonna look down at his arms, happy that he's wearing a bulky jacket.
All right, and so as the journey goes on, you go higher and higher into the Peruvian highlands. The nights begin to get cold, very, very cold, to the point where those of you who grabbed warm or cool weather clothing are very happy you did, because you're able to sleep pretty well. But eventually, on the third day, you can see off in the distance a smaller city. You'd guess that contains probably about 20,000 residents. It stretches back to the shores of what you can see now is this massive, absolutely massive body of water, which you cannot see the end of. Lake Titicaca is about 100 miles long and about 50 miles wide, with all kinds of small man-made islands that kind of dot around the surface of the lake.
That's a big shit titty.
And as you make your way in, you notice that the community here is very much homogenous, in so much as that as you do, you get quite a few looks, very strange looks, going through town. But eventually, it gets to the point where you see children. They run up to you all holding handmade bracelets or loaves of bread, things along those lines. Hold them out to you, and you hear, Julian, you would understand this, is that Jackson says, no, we're not looking to buy. We're not looking to buy. Thank you. Oh, yes, you're very adorable. But no, we're not looking to buy. And eventually their parents come and just kind of snatch them back from all of the white people that just randomly showed up on
In Spanish, I say,
trucks in town.
bother the preacher man. He has plenty of money.
You see a couple of kids come up to you, Klaus, peddling their wares. You see a couple of them have loaves of bread, bracelets, necklaces, little doily things that they crocheted. But you do see somebody with a rosary that comes up to you. Looks like the rosary has been made out of different shells that maybe they picked up off the shores of Lake Titicaca.
I feel like I'm in the Dominican Republic again.
Oh, you want me to tell you a story about our wonderful Savior and the blessings that he has brought to our world through his sacrifice for sin? Here, come over here. Let me tell you a story.
They look up at him and say,
the Washington.
And so you grab some kids and take them over to tell them a story.
Yeah, in English, because I don't know Spanish.
And they all look at you very strangely. And now you know that this is March 23rd of Holy Week. It's Wednesday of Holy Week. And as you're kind of wandering around town, here, let me switch up the mood just a little bit here. Let me see if maybe they've got something. All right, hopefully that's not too loud. All right. I feel like the volume controls on here have no effect.
No, they're terrible.
Yep.
It's very strange.
The thing you think is going to change, it doesn't change.
Who are you calling an ass?
Well, the creature was.
At least it's not police whistle.
Yeah, no kidding. So as you all make your way around, you can tell that it is Holy Week, and the residents here are very much largely Catholic. But you can see out in front of the main square of Puno, which consists of the what is it called? I just had it. It's a cathedral.
I look at the preacher and I go, "You surely have beat your religion into these savages, haven't you?"
You see out in front of the Cathedral Basilica of St. Charles Borromeo it looks to be as though there's a celebration going on. Lots of market stalls kind of lining the square, selling all kinds of different religious trinkets and such. But what's strange about this is that it seems to be kind of this mishmash of both Catholic tradition as well as tribal tradition, as you see people dancing around in circles around open braziers burning with flame, wearing masks and strange garments that seem very tribal to you. But you see also crucifixes just kind of erected around the square as well. It seems as though they've taken the Catholic Holy Week and more or less made it their own.
Nothing obviously like the imagery that we saw in. Did we see imagery on the? Actually, the patterns on the word were not actually specifically about any of that. And the only other images I guess we did see were on the chalice and the medallion. Okay.
Well,
nothing really to refer to.
Jackson knows what's the name of the stupid religion again? The cult.
Which one?
Karasiri or whatever.
The Karasiri.
Yeah, he would know if any of their tribal shit would look like that, wouldn't he?
Go ahead and I'd say give me an occult roll, and then give me a spot hidden roll.
God damn it. Nope.
Okay.
The Karasiri is the cult.
Holy
that,
shit.
Demon Doza is a part of, right? And but Larkin was a part of the Bloody Tongue. Is that right? I got those.
Couldn't have got a better spot hidden if I tried.
That's to the best of your recollection. That is how you would recall that. Now, as you are kind of looking around, you're kind of scanning the area for different iconography that might pertain to the Karasiri. You do see a lot of tribal stuff. But based on your role, you don't really see necessarily any occult iconography. A lot of it is very much belonging to the native tribes of the area.
Mm-hmm.
However, as you are kind of just looking around, you can actually see what looks to be like a kind of off to the side between a couple of market stalls. There's a woman and a middle-aged woman and looks like a teenage boy, both just kind of looking in your direction, and then as soon as you make eye contact, they divert their gaze.
Does that seem weird to me?
You can give me a psychology roll.
Sure. My whole 10. I got this. Almost. No, not even close.
I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, you are a bunch of white guys and a black guy wandering around in Puno, which is mostly of Peruvian descent. So it's hard to tell.
Okay.
And at this, Jackson comes to you all and says, "Now, it is my recollection that Naira, Yaitiri, or wise woman, I was telling you about her before. She, well, to the best of my recollection, she lives up in the hills above Puno. I think she might be our best guess and or our best bet into finding wherever these ruins are. But I would assume that she's probably in hiding. Last I talked to her, she was afraid that she was being watched. Not sure why, but I might go around and ask about her whereabouts and see if maybe we can gain audience with her."
All right. You've talked to her before, just in correspondence?
But can we trust her?
Oh, I would trust her with my life. I've met her a couple of times, just sitting back and talking. She's taught me pretty much everything that I know about what I know about the Karasiri and, well, other occult and affairs of the indigenous peoples.
Would it be good for us to go with you?
If you would like, you're more than welcome to.
Yes, that sounds good.
I mean, I wouldn't mind stretching my legs a bit.
It gets a little cramped in the back of that truck, doesn't it?
A little bit.
All right.
And while we're, I guess, following him, hearing about how she was been, thinking she's been watched, and I'm going to start getting a little bit cautious about the people around here. Wasn't initially, but if there's potential danger from persons, start looking around, see if I notice anybody suspicious or anything that's going on. Then again, I don't really know their culture, so knowing what's suspicious and what's not, I don't know if I'd be able to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. You're more than welcome to give me a spot hidden roll.
All right.
Golly, you guys and your rolls. Yeah, at this rate, you're kind of wandering around. You can see that Jackson seems to know a few people around here. He has some conversations in Spanish with them. Julian, you can understand, basically. He's just asking around the whereabouts of where Nayra might be. And as all of this is happening, Yang, you're kind of keeping an eye out. And you've made your way kind of around the main square of Puno and off some side areas, and you keep seeing these two individuals, a middle-aged woman and a teenage boy. Every time you kind of catch a glimpse at them, they seem to be like just loitering about, maybe kicking a little bit of dirt on the ground, and then just kind of turning their gaze away. And then not 5 minutes later, you move to another location, and there they are, just in a different spot.
Only Yang notices this, or we all notice this?
Yang notices it, unless he tells everybody.
Yes, I'm going to point out, while he's, whenever he's speaking to another person, do I see them at the corner of my eye or whatever? I want to make eye contact with them. Do I see them about?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I tell everybody, without looking in their direction, that if you could all do not put your gaze there. There's people, two persons, describing them. The lady and the teenage boy, they're definitely following us, watching.
This is description fit the people I saw earlier.
It does.
Being weird. Oh, I saw them at the other town. I think you're right. They are following us.
Yes. Yes, they have been. I've seen them several times now. You
think they're Karasiri?
He's a little young to be in a death cult, don't you think?
I gotta start them young, you know.
Yep. Got to start them early. Get them as their kids, and you'll have them forever.
Yes, the church knows all about that.
Yes, indeed.
You can either have one of us go try to speak to them, or, well, see if someone could grab them.
Well,
Ensure
you're
that
the
we-
badass fighter. Why don't you do it?
I could gesticulate wildly at them.
I could heal them while you beat them.
Is there any buildings around here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing crazy. All the buildings are kind of basic. It's a smaller, it's larger than any other settlement outside of Lima that you've been to. But I mean, you know, it's a decent sized settlement for this area of Peru.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you as well. Give me a moment. I'm going to try to get around them, and then once you give me the time to do so, try to go and speak to them. If they do not, if they do, then good. If they don't, then I shall try to grab them so that we can ensure they're speaking. And I'm going to start walking between two of the buildings off to the side, and I'm going to try to get around hopefully outside of their field of vision. Going to try to get around so that if they choose to go the opposite direction once somebody walks in to speak to them, that I can hopefully intercede.
Okay.
I missed Clay.
Does it sound? It sounds to me like you might be trying to be stealthy.
I didn't want to say that, but yeah.
If you want, you're more than welcome to give me a stealth roll.
Okay. It's all right.
Is this air quote stealthy or Clay sort of stealthy?
You know, just casually walking outside of anybody's field of view, you know?
Okay.
That's dreadful.
Okay. So you kind of make your way through a couple of alleys, and you feel confident that you have rounded around the back side. Maybe any escape path that they may have if they try to run. You feel as though you feel pretty confident that you've been able to cut them off.
I don't talk to them until I know he is somewhere able to intervene if they get violent.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as he kind of exits out of an alleyway, you're kind of looking in that direction maybe, and you can see him kind of exit out. Plain as day.
Oh, all right. So I walk up
So-
to them.
As he walks up to him, I want to not kind of walk with him, but not walk with him. If that makes sense.
It's like 10 paces behind.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try and engage with whoever's like selling stuff or other people in that area to kind of mask that. If that makes sense.
Yeah, of course. All right. And so, you make your way over to them. You see that they do an about face and begin facing the other way as you begin to walk towards them. And they turn and face directly towards you, Yang. And both of them kind of just stop.
Well,
It
I
seems-
see them walking away. And, well, if they just stop and, like, staring at them, we'd like to talk.
You hear she begins, the middle-aged woman begins speaking in some sort of Spanish. It's a different dialect than what you're used to. You feel as though maybe there's a little bit of a mixture of languages going on there. But Dr. Julian, as you approach, you can begin to pick out certain words that she's saying. She says, "Oh, please, sirs, we don't mean you no harm. We are, but just curious of foreigners in Puno."
Mira.
Okay.
Do they turn towards me?
Yes.
Why are you following us in Spanish?
You see, you are foreigners in Puno. It's very curious. I'm sorry. My son, he is a curious sort. And you see, she motions towards Oscar, and a wealthy white man comes into Puno is not very often.
I smile, an evil, unsettling smile at them. I go, "Come now, there's more to it than that."
Are you trying to be intimidating?
I am.
Okay. Let me check something real quick. Come on now.
And if I notice anything weird or different about this Spanish, I presume he easily notices it. Having actually speaking the language.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an intimidate roll if you'd like.
This is not going to go well unless I get lucky again. Well, what do you know?
Somebody's got the power with them.
I'm sorry. We heard that we hear that the man was asking about Naira.
Do you know her?
We know of her. She is a wise, healing woman.
Yes, but to be fair, you were following us before anybody ever mentioned her name.
See, well, it started off with just strangers, and then we find you are asking about the Naira, and we also would like to find her.
Why do you want to find her?
My daughter, she is sick.
Oh, what's wrong with her?
She's bedridden. I'm not sure what it is. Doctors call it malaria.
Well, I'm a doctor. I can certainly look at her for you. I give her even more evil-looking smile.
No, doctor. We've already seen plenty of doctors here in Puno. Nera is our last hope.
So you think this Nera is more knowledgeable than an American doctor? Is that it?
No, sir. I do not mean disrespect. I
want to see if she's hiding something.
Okay.
This bullshit talk.
Give me a psychology roll.
Yeah. I'm going to spend a bonus die, even though I don't want to. Because that's the only way I'm going to have a chance of getting this one, especially after passing the last one.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Total failure.
Come on, baby. Oh, jeez.
It's hard to tell. I mean, there's a lot of tribal belief around here, and from what both Dr. Sanchez and Jackson Elias have told you, the tribal belief and alternative medicines and occult practices and things like that, superstitions, is very prevalent around here.
Well, what could it hurt if I look at her?
Give me a persuade roll after that.
What about a fast talk?
That doesn't really sound like fast talk.
I am so knowledgeable in medicine. I know more than most people, especially probably in your country. Here's my fast talk.
Can Klaus have approached at this point?
Sure. As he's rolling, we can say that you've approached, or are you attempting to aid in some way?
I was attempting to aid.
Okay.
But I don't know that that's really going to work at this point.
Yeah, at this point, you see a police officer comes up and says, "Ma'am, is this man bothering you?" See, officer, please, I do not want any trouble. Please, just let me go. And the police officer looks at you and says, I would appreciate if you would let these fine people alone.
In Spanish, I go, "Sir, I was not bothering them. They were telling me their daughter was sick, and I, being a doctor of medicine, offered my help. And they refused me."
And at this point, the two begin to walk away.
Hopefully Yang is following them. Yeah, hopefully Yang is not muted.
No, he's not. Yes, he's been quiet this entire time, not knowing anything of the language, just seeing that Dr. Gore's being very creepy, and the people seem to be bothered. And now there's an officer involved. Do they walk past me to go?
Yes, they do.
Is the police officer seem interested only in the doctor?
As a result of that fumble, I'd say he's interested in the entire group. So if you turn to follow them, he'll whistle and just usher you
how
over.
do they know he's with her? He's just a Chinaman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a Chinaman. He's on the other side of the conversation. He hasn't entered into the conversation. So
you're all foreigners in a largely homogenous area.
I'm gonna try for it. I'm just going to try to casually turn in the same direction as them and walk as if this has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, Klaus wants to interfere.
I'll
with
try.
the police
I'll try and
officer
keep the officer busy.
Yeah, to kind of distract him, basically doing a little bit of.
I want to fast talk him.
Strange guy in a foreign land. Doctors. Trying to help people. We're just meeting different people. We're not meaning to cause a fuss, and really kind of overwhelming the police officer with just general information and so forth to keep them turned on us.
Okay.
So that he has to pay attention to us.
Go ahead and give me a fast talk roll then.
Him or me?
I have a hard time giving you a bonus die from Klaus because he doesn't speak Spanish. But I would say if you're just kind of crowding his space, getting into his bubble, talking at him, he can be confounded. So yeah, if you want to take a bonus die on that, you can.
But who do you want to roll?
So-
Oh, I'm sorry. Probably I would have Julian roll because he's the
Okay,
one
good.
doing the majority of the communication.
And with a bonus die.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet.
Awesome.
Look like I may have done well.
Okay. All right.
Sweet.
And at this point, you kind of like talk at him, and he kind of like backs up a little bit, holds his hands up, and at this point, you see he begins to reach for his nightstick, holding his hand straight out towards you.
I thought I rolled good.
You did, yeah, and he is completely distracted by you.
Ah. So then Yang can follow.
Yes.
Yeah, and at this point, Yang, you begin following them into the celebration in the square. You see that they kind of weave in and out of large crowds of people every once in a while, looking behind them, seeing that you are trailing them, and they begin to pick up their pace. As all of this is going on, what is Oscar and Daphne doing? What are Oscar and Daphne doing?
Oscar was basically this whole time just kind of kibitzing, saying, nope, no, don't do that. No, oh, no. Okay. That is, well, he's got his attention now. And just kibitzing. Once they start doing that, and I see Yang heading off, he's just going to nudge her and just say, and start heading off parallel to where they're moving, just so you can keep an eye on them, where they're heading.
Okay.
Moss, do you not get a check mark when you use a bonus die?
You should. It's only when you use luck that you don't.
That's what I thought, because I didn't get one for my fast talk, but I should.
Yeah, you should have.
Actually, it won't even let me click it. Not flag. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, if you double click it, it should.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Okay, so you and Daphne, are you following behind?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, as this is all going on, I'm going to have Daphne and Oscar give me a spot hidden roll to make sure that they can keep track of these two, of Yang, in this large crowd.
I'm not using my last bonus die, so I'm just going to roll it and see how badly I do.
Okay.
Or I'll get a 7.
Yeah, absolutely. You are able to keep your eyes peeled directly on Yang. It's easy to pick him out of a crowd given his red sash and his... can I say yellow skin? Is that...
Well, yeah.
But you follow him directly.
It's the 1920s. You're okay.
Yeah, you follow him directly into the middle of this crowd. And as all of these people are kind of dancing around Yang, I'm going to need you to give me a... I'll have you give me another a spot hidden roll as well. But I am going to use another one of my dice, and I'm going to add a penalty die to that.
Well, that's most negative. So I have to
trying
put it
to-
on the -1.
He's trying
Yep.
to sap you of all your bonus dice.
I see that. So
I just
have
realized
to-
I'm kind of targeting you. This
Well, I started the game with 2, right? So maybe
Yep.
I just keep. I'll use the last one, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and cancel that out if you like. Oh, no.
Wow.
Yeah. As
Oh,
all of these people dance around, the middle-aged woman and the teenage boy just kind of duck in behind a group of people kind of dancing around in these tribal masks and grass skirts and such. I might be being very culturally insensitive, but the point of the matter is that you lose track of them, and you are basically in the middle of this Catholic tribal celebration without any quarry.
You're befuddled.
Yes, I try to go through, but it's just maybe there's some residual effects from being being brainwashed and controlled by evil people. They take your die away. But yeah, no, I struggle to find them as I go through the crowd, and eventually I'm going to give up, and I presume I will end up evilly being able to see that Daphne and Oscar have been following me.
Do you have tracking? Or was that what you used?
I didn't actually use tracking. I mean, there is tracking, of course, but I have a 10 in that.
Yeah.
No, I used the spot hidden. I mean, I could try to find some sort of evidence of something. I would ask people, ask for assistance. I presume none of them are able to speak to me, but I will come up to persons and ask them, say, looking for the woman and teenage boy, and describe the clothing that they're wearing. Try to do so quickly, person to person.
You get a lot of confusion given that they all speak Spanish.
Yeah. That's what I figured. Well, yes. No, I look around, but no, I fear that I have lost them. Oh well, and I will. I hate to give up, but yes, I will turn back and try to head back towards our where I lost them at least. Yes.
Okay. And do Oscar and Daphne follow?
Yeah, if he's coming back, I guess we'll just kind of merge through the crowd and meet up with him.
Okay.
Yeah, well, something that's yes, I saw you follow. That's good. But, I don't know where they are. This kerfuffle, this chaos, have eluded me.
Home field advantage. Don't worry yourself, old sport. It's fine. It's fine. We'll find. What was her name? Nira, the witch, wise woman. And he's gonna stop while we're walking past. Is there a guy, like, just some random shopkeeper? He's just gonna lean in and just hold out is it Sols, whatever the money is.
Yeah, Solus.
He's gonna hold one between his fingers and he's like, Nara?
Give me a luck roll.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
Not too far off, but.
No, Nera.
Oh no, it's bottom again.
Too bad. What is he selling here at this table?
He is selling fish.
Going to just point at the fish, hold up the coin, and tell him to wrap one up.
See. And he wraps up just a large, juicy fish, whatever kind of fish is located in Lake Titicaca.
Okay. Piranha.
See, he's got these gnarly teeth.
Ask him. You were trying to buy where she is. Yeah. What about those two? Because these people, they stay together. No outsiders. Those two. They sound different. I don't think they're from here. Maybe.
Well, we all sound different to them. I can't understand a word of what this man just said to me.
Well, that won't be useful then. Oh well.
No. And he's gonna slide the Solara over and take the fish and head on out, walking away.
Have we all met back up?
Hold the fish out to Yang. Fish?
That's good.
Is it a cooked fish or is it a raw fish?
It's probably raw.
Okay, raw fish.
It's the fresh water.
Have we
Don't
all
eat
met
raw.
back up?
Sure.
Like, was I there when he bought the fish?
Were you?
Yes.
Yeah, what
I am.
happened with the police officer?
And when you said
Oh, yeah.
the word he said you smell of elderberries.
Yeah. At this point, the police officer.
Bloody Mary.
Yeah. So you guys are kind of like barraging this police officer, and he kind of like holds his hand out, and he's kind of like reaching at his hip. You see a nightstick at his hip, or some sort of a club, and he begins to back away, and he looks behind him, and he sees the young boy and the woman are gone, and he begins to back away. you can tell that basically he just at this point wants to disengage.
I let him.
Right. Then we let him disengage and we go find Oscar and Daphne.
Okay.
Because they're probably easier to find than the twisty little Chinaman.
All right. And at this point, as you all meet back up, Jackson comes out and lets you all know. He says, I'll have you all know that I asked around a little bit. It turns out that my... well, I was right. Turns out Naira has moved onto a small island out in the middle of Lake Titicaca. So
Well,
I'll
the
best
two
bet...
we ran into, I believe, are up to no good. They are searching for her as well, or at least they said as much.
You said that, wait, there's more people searching for her?
There's two people here said they were looking for her to heal their sick daughter, but they were obviously lying.
That does strike me as odd. She is a healing woman, but...
Yes, and I'm a healing man, and they wanted none of my help and ran from us and have been following us this whole time.
Yes.
Well, perhaps...
Did you happen to smile at her?
I did smile, of course.
I understand.
What?
I think it would be prudent for us to perhaps keep an eye out, but the good news is that the only way we can get there is by boat.
Well, then we gotta find a boat. Where's the boat?
Now, there's plenty of boats for rent out down by the water. The question is, do we want to hire someone to take us out there, or do we want to paddle ourselves?
Paddle ourselves, of course.
I look down at my arms. I'm not much for paddling.
Yeah, and that's a pretty big lake to just paddle.
Well, it's not as though she's 25 miles in the middle of the lake. She's out in one of those out there. And you look out and you can see just past, like down the street, you can see the shoreline of Lake Titicaca. And there's a number of small islands that smatter the horizon. And many of them have small cottages that are erected on top of them. He says, that one right out there is where I was told she is located. And you look and you can see that it's probably about a mile out in the middle of the lake.
Let's just rent a boat. It's not like we don't have money. And then I look over at Oscar and his cup.
But do we trust the person who runs the boat?
Well, also, would it not be immoral to involve outsiders in a random person in potentially dangerous things?
You mean like the truck drivers?
Yes, exactly.
They're mercenaries.
You didn't seem to care about them.
We did not involve them.
Well, we're not involving the person who drives the boat either, are we?
No, we would hire them, not hire truck drivers.
What is the difference?
One you acted and one you did not.
So it matters if you pay for them if they're in danger or not.
You're just enjoying the tennis match.
Yes. Well, yes, if you pay them to be in danger, that means you were at fault. You were responsible. If you just know that they are, then that is not your responsibility.
That's some strange Chinaman logic, isn't it?
No. It's just the observable world.
Right, so if someone else
put
pays
someone-
for someone you put in danger, you're not responsible for it. But if you paid someone who you put in danger, it's all your fault.
Yes.
I see. Even though you didn't warn either one, and you put them in danger either way, one you actually paid to put in danger, the other one you did not. But yet, you will put them in danger, and somehow that is less bad.
Concern I hear in your voice, Doctor?
No, it's strange.
It's
I
it's
didn't
just
think so.
weird logic.
Not really, it's just strange logic. It's just strange Chinaman logic. I don't understand it.
And he's gonna reach in his pocket and he's gonna pull out a 50-cent piece. He's just gonna hold it between his fingers and say, "So if I gave you this to slap Yang in the face, I'd be a bad person."
Well, yes, but that's
depends.
different.
I mean,
Oh,
if he
what if I
actually
gave
slaps him in
him?
the face, or if he wanted to just slap him in the face anyway, in which case you're paying him to do something that he wanted to do.
Now I know Yang does not want to slap him in the face, right? You don't want to slap him in the face.
No.
But if I gave him the 50 cents to slap you in the face,
Well, he's already
Does he-
possessed and cut me in the chest several
and that
times.
Would be
so.
you incentivizing. If you incentivize it, then there's your responsibility for whatever befalls him.
oh, and he's gonna flip the coin around in his hand, and he's just gonna look back at the market, and he's just gonna say, like this, bing, and throw the coin into the market.
You see a couple of kids like tackle each other and scrounge after it.
Am I a bad person? Or did I just make one of those kids incredibly wealthy?
The danger was minimal
Oh,
enough to make
look,
it unintentional.
the lake! And he's just gonna walk right on through.
Anyway, let's go rent a boat. I'm done with this
that's
crazy
such a
tenement
jerk.
logic.
He's just gonna say, I
You fools.
gotta admit, I enjoyed it.
As you walk away, you hear one of the kids scream out in pain. You look back and you see one of the other kids has got the other kid's arm between his teeth.
I would help them, but I don't like these people so much.
I should write a book about this. Kids making the rules on an island. I'm not sure what I'd call it, though.
All right.
Well, there's a demon
Lord of the
called
Maggots.
Beelzebub, who is the Lord of the Flies, which flies come from maggots, and so he would be the Lord of the Maggot people.
Accusano, yes. We're back full circle. Wow. Now I feel bad about myself. Thank you.
All right. And so you all make your
Wonderful.
way.
Let's find a boat.
You all make your way to the lake shore, and easily enough, you're able to find some shack with a pier on it that's got a boat with a trolling motor or something like that for rent. Easily enough, and it's well within, especially your spending limit, Oscar, if that's something you're wanting to do.
If they require me to, but I mean, if nobody brings it up, I'm just waiting for Elias to.
And if you don't do anything, Elias will fork over the cash.
I tell the boat drivers, by the way, I was like, I don't think this is going to be a dangerous trip, a little boat trip here. But if it is, it's the Chinaman's fault.
And I don't understand a word of that because I don't speak Spanish.
I'm enjoying every moment of it.
With that, Jackson looks over at you and says, they're telling me that we can just rent this boat. If we want to hire a pilot, then we definitely can, but it'll be a little bit extra charge. But
Do you know how to fix a boat engine?
There's an engine?
well, let me check my skills and see if I, on a scale
there
of 1 to
boats with
100.
engines, though, in Lake Titicaca?
Sure there
They had
are,
an engine.
because why not?
Oh, okay.
It's a paddle boat with little pedals. Swan head on the front.
Let's see. He says, I've dabbled with some engines before. I know my way around a spark plug.
And he's going to just put his hand aside, obviously not making an attempt to not let anybody hear him, just say, to make the doctor feel better, we probably shouldn't take a pilot, because if we get there and the pilot leaves, they take the boat, leave us out there to die on an island. We don't want the doctor to be worried about that. This way, we'll all be on the island together and nobody can steal the boat.
Fair enough.
Hope.
Sound logic there, Mr. Nash. Sound logic indeed.
How come Oscar is always the most intelligent one in the group?
Street smart, son. Reverend Doctor, son.
All right. And
He's kind of grimaces.
Thanks, Daddy.
And so you all set out on Lake Titicaca.
Still got the Animaniac sound in my head.
attacks. And you make your way out into the waters of Lake Titicaca, and it's not terribly coarse waters. It's pretty calm. You can see that there are fishermen out in the middle of the lake casting their lines, several sailboats, a lot of rowboats and stuff. Not too many boats with trolling motors, believe it or not. There's one or two. As you set out, I will have everybody give me a spot hidden roll, if you please.
Oh, you don't roll
Because we're
against
coming
me.
to the end, I'm going
No, I
to
failed.
use a bonus die.
Okay.
Are we at the end?
We got about half an hour.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, dear.
Oh. Okay. So as you guys are,
Daphne took a nap in the boat.
you get a little ways out into the water, and as you are making your way out, you kind of look back and just peer across kind of what's going on at the shore, and you can see what looks to be a middle-aged woman and a teenage boy looking out at you
Where are they?
on the shore.
Where we're
The
headed?
island we're going to?
On the back where you came from.
Okay.
Oh,
And as this is all happening, maybe one of you points it out. Daphne, you get up, you kind of crane your neck to look about. And at this point, you trip and you fall into the lake.
oh no.
Well, isn't it just my luck? Oh, my writings, my drawings, and
And the piranha eater?
everything. My ink is falling out. It's being one with the water.
Klaus will reach for her to try and not catch her, obviously, because she fell in the water, but to reach for her to see if she can grab his hand.
Oscar is not helping, but moving to the opposite side of the boat to try and balance out the weight.
Smart move.
Easily enough. The waters are very calm. The boat isn't moving too terribly quickly. You're easily able to reach for her and pick her back up, pull her into the boat.
Awesome.
All right. Man, I love fumbles in this game. It's great.
Well, there's
You
those
gotta watch
two creeps.
the way the boat swishes when you move.
I told you those two were up to something. Look at them.
Pass Daphne his flask with brandy in it.
All right. And is there anything you all would like to do on your trip? It's probably going to take you about 20 minutes to get over to the island that you guys are headed towards.
I'm just
Well,
keeping an eye out to see if those fuckers are following us.
Yeah, I want to be watching them. See if they just stand there staring in
Yeah.
our direction. Or...
After you make eye contact with them, and after about a minute, you see they turn and vanish down an alleyway.
Yeah, but I'm making sure a boat's not following us.
Okay. You see a couple of boats shove off, but none of them seem to be directly headed behind you, nor do any of them contain either the middle-aged woman or the teenage boy.
I'm less worried about us on the trip and when we're landing.
Oscar's closing his eyes and taking a nap. Perfect time for it.
Yeah,
What time of day would you say it is about now?
we'll say it's probably getting to be mid-afternoon, 3 o'clock, 4.
Does it look obvious which island we're heading to, or can we throw them off?
I mean, you can kind of give the boat a little shimmy if you'd like. If somebody's watching you the entire time, it's possible that they will end up seeing what island you would
Well, how
eventually
far
land
can
on.
they see the whole way there?
Oh yeah.
It's only a mile.
Oh.
Yeah, because you could clearly see the island from Puno.
Well, what if we go around to the other side of the island so they don't know which island we went to? Or is there only one island?
I mean, it's not like, well, it would be pretty difficult to kind of throw somebody off as to what island you're going to.
Okay. Fine.
Well,
Yeah,
are you saying
Jackson's
these things
just
aloud,
driving
or are you
straight
just
at the
having
island.
internal thoughts
Hmm?
about the island hiding which one we're going to kind of idea?
Well, I gotta ask how it looks first before I come up with a.
Well, I know, but
Well, the plan.
you're thinking about it. You talk to everybody about, like, could we...
Well, no, I mean I'm looking first before
Yeah.
I make a plan.
Okay.
If it doesn't look like there's any plan, I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay.
Now, if there was a way we could do it, I would say so. Apparently, there's not. I remain quiet.
You get serpentine in the water. They'll never know. They'll never figure it out.
Yeah, 'cause I was thinking,
Land on the
like,
island.
well, I mean, like, how far away is the nearest island from the one that we're going to? Go to the wrong one, and
Yeah, well,
then
that's
go
what
to
I was.
another
That's what I was
probably-
planning, but apparently
It's probably a
not
good 500 yards to the nearest island.
Okay,
Not
so
far.
yeah, it would probably add what, an hour?
Yeah,
Onto
so if
our-
we go around like the
on an
island
engine.
next to,
No,
to the
500
left,
yards is not that long.
Okay, I'll tell you what. If somebody wants
Depends
to
if
take,
you go
if somebody wants to
around
take
the island.
over
Yeah.
on the motor, and give me a navigate roll.
Yeah.
navigate.
Looks
Sure.
like Oscar's nap just got longer.
All right, and whoever is rolling, I'm going to use my last die and give you a penalty die.
Awesome, and I will use one of mine to not have that penalty die.
All right.
Can I help, Dave?
Let's see. Navigate 52. Would you like to spend 27 luck?
And I will spend 27 luck to pass.
Wow.
Okay.
You guys spend luck on the craziest things.
That's
Obviously, you've never played this game before. You're all gonna regret that later.
Oh, yeah.
man, that is insane. Okay. All right. So you're able to kind of navigate your way around. You feel relatively confident that maybe you would have thrown off any possible pursuers. And eventually, after probably an additional half an hour to 45 minutes of trolling around these different man-made islands, eventually you do come and land on this very small island. You can only see just a handful of huts which dot the surface of this island. A central fire pit with several seats around it. You'd guess this is probably, well, not probably, but definitely a communal bonfire. And as you're looking around, you can tell that even in these little huts, it looks as though each one of these huts probably houses a couple of different families. A lot of them are currently kind of out on the lake fishing. So there's not a whole lot of people on the island. However, as you land, you can see that there is an older woman who emerges from one of the huts and basically says, "Jackson!" and rushes over to embrace Jackson. And they begin speaking to each other in Spanish. Basically, you would understand it, Dr. Gore, as, "Oh yeah, it's good to see you," so on and so forth. Would you like to meet my friends? Sí. And he goes through and introduces each one of you to who he introduces as Nera. And this, just to give you kind of an idea, is what she looks like. And
Oh, jeez.
and actually, let me switch over. We've been on a different thing. I'll switch over the thing so chat can see it.
Such a primitive art.
And she says, basically, and from here on, I would assume that either Dr. Gore or Jackson will translate for everything that she says. But she basically says, come in. And she invites you into her hut. And you look around, and you can see that there's all kinds of like tapestries and such. You can see that there's a table with a mortar and pestle and all kinds of different very primitive implements that would be used for like making medicines and tonics and things of that sort. And you see that she kind of wanders over to the other side of the room and grabs a bag, pulls something out of it. Looks a little bit like jerky, and comes over to Klaus and says, and holds it out and basically says, "Eat, eat." She says you look hungry.
Yeah, before any of that, I'm like, "Miss, do you know?" And then I described the lady and her whatever. Do you know these people and their daughter who they claim is sick? Because I think you may be in danger.
Oh, no. I do not know any of them. I've known that I am a very, very, very popular woman.
They were acting very strange. Very, very strange. And they said they were looking for you. But when we tried to help them, they ran away and called the police on us and kept following us.
They ran away from you? No. I cannot imagine.
Are there things hanging from in here, like herbs and like wind chimes and things? Because Oscar is just immediately like just pling, making noise, playing with everything. Because he can't keep his hands to himself. He's just touching everything. Because there's stuff he's never seen before. He's like,
yeah.
Being totally lost at what she's getting at, I smile at her even more creepily.
And she kind of like recoils a little bit and then kind of gives you a little shove. Just pushes you in the chest a little bit. I like this one. And she comes over to Klaus and just like picks your elbow up, ushering your hand towards your mouth. Eat.
Sure.
All right, you take a bite into it, and what you thought was jerky turns out to be a piece of bark, and she laughs hysterically. Oh.
Julian laughs hysterically as well.
Anyway, Jackson, please come sit. And at this point, she begins to offer everybody legitimate tea, at which point Jackson takes some and drinks it and, gives you all the nod, saying it's basically okay to drink.
yeah, he's just going to take the tea and pour a little brandy in it and drink the tea.
I drink the tea.
Yeah, drink the tea.
It's very herbal. There's a bit of an earthy taste to it, but it's also you can taste that it's got some mint to it as well. It's quite nice.
Now, if she offered cookies as well, I'd be afraid.
Yeah, she doesn't have cookies, but it's the tea itself is very refreshing. You feel very invigorated by it.
Magic tea.
Look over at Daphne. Warmer? As she's soaked.
Oh, I think she's gone.
She went away. She found away.
No.
She's there. She's there.
No, my mic wasn't working. I'm doing my best that I can.
Is it cold out, Moss?
It's definitely cooler than it was in Lima. You guess it's probably somewhere in the 60s.
Yeah, if you're wet in the 60s, it's not going to be good.
Yeah. Oh, you are cold. You are cold. Here.
Just need to dry off.
You see that Nayra goes and she fetches a blanket from a corner just somewhere in her shack and wraps it around you and pats you on the shoulders. Daphne says, Good.
Yes, thank you. This is such kind hospitality you offer.
De nada. And she goes and she creaks down. You hear her knees crack as she goes and sits down on a chair on the other side of the room. And she says, "Now, please, tell me, what brings you to my humble hut?"
Karasiri.
Is that you say Karasiri to her?
Mm-hmm.
Karasiri.
And she gets a bit of a look on her face, a dour look on her face. The Karasiri. see. Yes, the Kaiseri. White man in wide brim hats, carrying long knives, perhaps to cut the fat from their victims. What
That
about
is
them?
horrifying.
You see, she leans forward very quickly. What about them?
I'll look
Do
over
we
at
still
Jackson.
have that that message from Figueroa?
I would assume so, yeah.
Yeah. So can Klaus will kind of take that out and kind of hand that to Jackson, and as if to tell her about this, because again, she's speaking in Spanish, I'm assuming, but he's translating.
Okay. I'm sorry. You said you handed over to, or you tell her the story.
I hand it over to Jackson as if to tell her the story.
Okay.
Because there's no sense in me telling the story and then Jackson translating the story, right?
Okay.
And the letter's in Spanish as well, so it's not like I can read the letter, you know.
I think it's strange that she said cut out the fat, like with a knife. After we know that they're kind of like a lamprey or something, sucking out the fat.
If you want, you can give me. I mean, are you looking for like psychology or?
I'm just trying to gauge what she knows.
Okay.
It seems she doesn't fully understand what these people are.
You would guess that she's very familiar with the folklore of it. But let me see. Yeah, you know that she's very familiar with the folklore of it, but based on what she's saying, she may not be familiar with, like, she may not have had personal contact with them.
Okay.
She says, the Kaiseri are known throughout all of Peru and Bolivia. Although their names and descriptions change from region to region, the typical Kaiseri is a tall white man, wearing a wide-brimmed hat. They butcher people and remove their fat, or may even drug their victims and extract fat using strange tools or magic. Now, I will tell you later tales of Kaiseri priests, although they are predominantly of the conquistador persuasion. The later tales are telling of local priests using stolen fat to make holy oils and as offerings to their gods.
Who are their gods?
Who are their gods? It is El Padre de los Gusanos, of course. Now, I am not particularly familiar with the practices of their god per se, as I've not been to the ruins myself. But I can tell you about this pyramid that Jackson has asked me about on more than one occasion.
Yes, well, that's where we're headed. We need more information on how to get there.
Yes. It all started with an ancient evil god that fell from the sky and landed in Lake Titicaca. It crawled out and brought hunger with it, devouring all it touched. The trickster hero, Ekeko, told the evil god where the most nutritious food could be found underground, showing it tubers and grubs. Ekeko convinced the god from the sky, tempted by the food, to crawl into an old armadillo burrow. He then placed the stones over the burrow, trapping the god below. Ekeko told the people that this was now a sacred site and had them build a temple over the top of it, binding it in place with spells worked in gold. The god that fell from the sky still lives underneath the temple to this day, and those who know of it are wise to avoid its tomb. And consequently few, if any, people from Puno or any of the surrounding area go anywhere near the pyramid, and it has largely become a forgotten site. But I know of where you can find this. And she basically gives you a more or less an approximate description of the trail that one would take in order to get there.
Well, can she draw it on our map for us?
And does it seem like the same path that was kind of proposed on the map?
It's pretty similar, but it's definitely a lot more specific, and she marks it on your map.
Okay. Well, you heard that, boys and lady. Apparently the god lives under the ground.
Trapped in an
And is
armadillo.
still there. So apparently the part of the thing we have did not free it. According to her. Anyway.
Well, she speaks of, says that she doesn't know much about it.
Well, that's clear. But I wonder if she's correct that it's still trapped down there.
Well, if it breaking the ward allowed it to, get a little fingers through the hole, so to speak. It sent its little babies and minions out.
Well, do you think that what her faced was not the full thing, just a part?
Who do you ask?
Did we lose you? Maybe we did.
Who did you ask?
I'm hoping that I'm hoping that the ward was just one piece was removed.
Well, that's what they said. Yes, let's hope the rest kept it in there. I'm curious how they came up with these spells in the first place. Very curious.
What do you mean?
Well, they came up with a spell to put on this ward to keep this thing trapped.
These are ancient magics long forgotten by time. The Incas knew many spells wound about in all of their metals and trinkets that they would ward different things like monsters, like the Mochukuna or the Suka.
Yeah.
Either of those names sound familiar to me?
I would say probably a hard occult roll or history roll would be required.
I'll roll an occult. I might get lucky.
When she's saying that, Oscar brings out the cup and he just holds it out. It's like, ting. Like this?
That's normal.
Can I try a
Not
history
hard.
roll?
Yeah, you can try a history roll. It's gonna be a hard history roll.
Hard history roll, and I'll use a bonus die. Wow.
Oof.
That sucked.
That's way too much luck.
Yeah. Oh, I think did you use a penalty die?
I set it at hard difficulty.
Oh, okay. Yeah, unfortunately, these are very eclectic names which you don't necessarily recall from any of your studies. Perhaps they are just the legends are just too obscure and very tribal and very select tribes in Peru and Bolivia use these terms. But she would go on to explain that wanderers should be very wary of the remains that they find in caves and mountainsides when you travel that way, as these could be the sleeping Machacuna, creatures made from bones. By day they work the fields and fertilize the crops. Some believe this to be penance for the sins the Machacuna have committed in life, as though their efforts and labor may regrow their flesh anew. not necessarily dangerous. They may seek out humans willing to give them food. But the wind that follows them, which is reputed to bring disease and bad luck, may befall you. And this...
What kind of food do bone things eat?
That remains a mystery. Perhaps they eat the same food that you and I eat, thinking that their human form will return to them if they eat on the food. Another
did say
thing-
they tend the fields.
You must also watch for the suka, for they seek out humans who do not repent for their sins, and kill and eat them. Perhaps the suka may be related to the Karasiri, as they are but bones, much like the Muchukana, but much more benevolent.
Well, good thing we have a priest with us to wipe our sins away.
See. I pray that your
Only if
God
you
may
actually
find favor
confess
with you.
your sins.
Yes, well, I don't actually believe in all that, but I think it's curious.
And at this, she goes and she pours herself another cup of tea and asks if any of you would like another cup.
Yes.
Definitely.
Sure.
All right. You
And
all
then
go-
goes
and
more
done.
brandy.
and you all have a little bit more tea. Do you have any further questions or anything for Nera?
Do you have any protective magics you could pass on to us before we go?
That was going to be my question as well.
Charms? He's just pointing it out all the interesting things around the room. Good wishes?
Spells?
Give me a group luck roll.
Oh, goody.
That's the low.
Is this
person,
the
yeah.
lowest one again?
That's the lowest one.
Oh dear.
We need to kill
can
him
only
when we do a group thing or get rid of him.
I can only succeed at this one time.
Yeah.
Not a
Hey,
second.
but you tried. You
I
tried.
can only do it once.
I can only do it once.
That's
So close,
So
though.
close. So
How many? How far away are you?
9.
Spend some luck.
Well,
spend luck.
I don't even have that much luck.
That would, oh man, how would that work? They'd bring it to 0 and then math. She says, "Oh no, there is nothing I can do to protect you against the Karasiri. They are evil incarnate."
that's heartening. Excellent. Let's head off into the jungle, folks. He's very happy. He puts a little extra brandy in his tea.
I mean, to be fair, we kind of knew that already, didn't we? After what we've seen.
Well, what do you mean? No, because you says nothing. You can't make something like a piece of gold that has little markings on it, and
She said that it was long forgotten magic, Chinaman.
Yes, but I'm saying there is the ability. Could she not try?
Long forgotten.
You should try something.
Yeah, circle, circle, dot, dot. Now you have a cootie shot.
Yes.
That's something.
Yes, I like this. This is a good idea.
All right. And so you all go on. Jackson and Nera continue talking. She talks about the beliefs, according to the Incas anyway, about how Lake Titicaca is the birthplace of humanity, and how the lake itself is a goddess, the Mamakota, or Mother Water, and goes on about other folklorish topics. By the way, those of you who are missing hit points, you do regain 3 hit points, as it has been 3 days since you set out on your journey.
Since so we got the 1 hit point for the night we slept at the beginning, and then we got 3 more for up until from then.
Correct.
Correct.
So 4 total this session.
Correct.
All right, cool.
How hurt were you?
Well, that finally gets me to full hit points.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let me check something right quick. Do.
So we got to Puno on the 23rd, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's still the 23rd.
It is still the
'cause-
23rd. Mhm.
Okay.
I miss Walter. Protection magic.
Well, there will be plenty of magic spells for you to learn, perhaps. However, as all of this is occurring, Nera eventually stands up. Her knees creak once again. She kind of straightens out her back and grabs a long stick that's kind of been leaning up against the wall. She says, my old bones, I need to stretch them out. I must go take a walk. I should go for a walk.
I will come with you.
All right. And do the rest of you follow?
No.
Yeah, get up from that and, play with the things as he goes past again. Ting, 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 ting. And head outside to get some fresh air.
I'm gonna go outside to get fresh air, but I'm not gonna walk with him.
Yeah, he's going to walk because he likes walking. It helps him clear his mind.
I keep my hand on my shoddy.
Okay. Sounds good. And as you all... Here, let me check something real quick.
Lake Titicaca is freshwater, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Like actual freshwater, not somewhat salty?
I believe it is. I'll have to double check.
Fresh water? Okay.
Yeah.
Are there saltwater lakes?
Yeah, the ones here in the United States.
I think it is, from what I remember, it's a freshwater lake, but I think it does have a lot of minerals and stuff in it.
Okay.
As far as I know. I don't think it's necessarily salty, but might be slightly. It's up in the mountain.
Brackish.
All right.
Brackish.
But I don't think it's
saltish.
connected to the ocean in any way, so I don't think it would be brackish.
Well, I mean, like, obviously, you have the Dead Sea, which isn't connected to an ocean, which is very salty. But he'll go and he'll test the water, and basically what I'm trying to do here is I'm going to use the water to refill my vial of holy water, and bless the water, and
All right.
go through that devotional process.
So you step outside of the hut and you look up and you can see that a lot more time has passed than what you had originally thought. You can see the full moon is bright in the sky, and you can see that somebody has already gone and started up the central fire. And as you do this, you kind of hear like squelching just off to your left, and you look over and you can see a form hunched over a body which is laying on the ground. The body itself seems to be being deflated as you see looking up.
Oh, jeez.
Its mouth just circular, full of teeth which jut inward, a long tongue which reaches out and flicks with a little bit of blood, and you see a little bit of like this white waxy substance dripping from its mouth. I need everybody to give me a sanity roll.
Fuck off.
I don't like sanity. Wait.
Well, that's
do I
good.
like
You
sanity?
can go insane right now.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Can I use a bonus die on it?
I was gonna, but then I don't want to die.
I've got one.
Why would I want to use a bonus?
I had an extreme success.
Yes.
All right. Oscar, just barely failing. You, my friend, take one. Go ahead and roll 1d6, and that is going to be
Lord.
how much sanity you lose.
Holy shit.
Did it
Oscar.
did it use the Oh yeah, it's weird. It showed me one of them was a 30, and on here it says it's an 80. I'm like, okay. I'm like, failed. What are you talking about?
That's
All right.
weird.
Yeah, and also it said 1 unit die 4. What?
Yeah,
I
so
have
it's
no
a
idea.
single digit
Oh, it's
die.
the second die. I'm like looking at it going, why is it? Because it's small text. So 1d6 you said?
1d6.
1d6. I'm glad I used that bonus die. Come on, 3. Oh, 1.
Oh,
Well,
there you go.
Boo! Boo!
he's like, I'm glad I had so much tea and brandy. Otherwise, I'd be terrified of you right now, sir.
And as this is all happening, you see another one come out from around the other side of another hut. And you recognize the face of Luis de Mendoza. And we'll pick back up there next week.
Well, I guess circumventing the island didn't help.
Well, they rolled for it, and yeah, unfortunately, they found you.
The police are looking for you, sir. Back away.
All right, so let's get back to it, and we're going to go around the horn, and everybody can let the chat know where you can be found. Let's start off with Nomi. Tag whoever you like, and leave me for last. Oh, wait, hold on. You guys are muted. I apologize.
Oh, Moss is the worst.
Yep,
You muted your mouse.
my bad.
Oh my God.
My bad.
Moss.
Start over. Nomi.
Well, it's the holidays. To repeat myself again. But it is the holidays, so I will be absent until next Monday when I come back and play with y'all again. But you can follow me on X at Nomi Without You. Shark, you're next.
Yes. Yes, no, I do play tabletop on Saturdays. That's about it as far as my interaction on the internet, other than on Mondays here. Yes, JT, go ahead.
First, I just want to say I do not like this Grizzly Adams fucking leech-looking motherfucker, okay? I'm not looking forward to coming back to that next week. Secondly, check me out tomorrow night. Moonskull. Seasoned of Ghosts. It's fun. I play a Kung Fu Orc. Check it out. And then I will pass it to Tarkin.
Yes, Tarkin is here, the bestest dog, and you can check me out on Sunday afternoons on my Kick channel, where I do a Sunday follow-up. You can also catch me this Christmas, as after following my Christmas Day services, I will also do a Christmas Day follow-up that afternoon, probably at 1 o'clock Central Time. And I will pass it to the wonderful, illustrious wizard himself, the Catfolk.
Wow. I don't even know how to take that. I'm Frost. You can find me all over Moonskull. Everywhere. All over. Anything you turn over on Moonskull, you're going to find me there. I'm in all the spots, I think. I was going to say something else, but decided I'm not going to be that gross. You can also find me over on Tales from the Dragon's Tavern. We're having a heck of a lot of fun doing some other stuff over there. And you can find me on my own streams where I basically play games and yell at games and yell at game devs because they're the worst. You know, those people. I hate them all. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with these gentlemen, because I've still got a cup of tea in my hand, and there's a crazy doctor with a shotgun and an old lady next to me. What could go wrong? Ugh. And guess who goes next, Moss? Guess, Moss. Guess.
I'll take a wild guess and say me. You can find me here every Monday, and then again every Friday for Strange Aeons. You can also find me over on Tales from the Dragon's Tavern. I am working on putting together a campaign. We've already played a couple sessions, recorded a couple sessions. I've already got one edited for the Electric State. It's very fun. You'll see Frost over there as well as a few other familiar faces. And we're also going to be doing another live play on Wednesdays over there, as well as on Thursdays on Avenue Studios. You can find me over there for Nova Beast, their homebrew campaign played in Daggerheart. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so immediately and like the stream. Wait till the stream is over and comment. Leave us a comment because YouTube algorithm likes that. And just let me know why I am your favorite keeper of arcane lore on this channel, specifically keeper of arcane lore. And let us know what you think is going to happen with this campaign. See, what's the deal? What's going on? What's the big picture? Even though we've uncovered almost zero clues as it pertains to the whole scope of this thing. So with that, I will bid you all adieu, auf Wiedersehen, Gesundheit, and God bless.